Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. All right, well, we're done with this part. And so now it's a matter of taking it over the mill and milling the slot for the key. And then also drilling a hole all the way down to the center of this so that we can put a grease fitting on the outside here, and it will grease this cam. So we do all of that after I go have a little lunch, maybe take a little nap. It is Sunday, and just hang out for a bit, and probably come back this evening and do all of this machining and heat treat. So we'll see. Okay, well, the next thing we have to do is drill a hole down the center of this shaft out to that little mark right there. And that's going to be a bit of an effort. Okay, ready? Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. It took about 15 minutes. I can live with that. We're going to take off that little nub and maybe recut our center, depending on how much of that nub comes off. All right, that was easy enough. It looks like we need to recut our center. Bring that center in here. Okay, now we need to go in about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch and run a 10 millimeter 0.1 or 1.0 tap in order to get a grease fitting in the end of that. But that shouldn't be too difficult. I'm thinking that'll do it. Okay, so we've got ourselves a bit. We need the tap follower. swing that in somewhere in there. Now this particular tap, which is a great tap, this is the old Craftsman taps. I don't know if you can see it or not, but let's see if we can get it to refocus. Hang on. Nah, it doesn't look like it wants to focus today, but look at that. That's how taps used to be, with a nice emboss and telling you what size the tap is and what drill to use. This is old school Craftsman. I got this whole set at a garage sale for almost nothing. Oops. But the problem is the tap doesn't have a hole in the backside. So we're going to just run the tap follower up, and it'll be kind of there. Oops. I guess I better get the wrench in there, hadn't I? Wrench, tap, tap follower. Just get it somewhat centered, and then start the tap and just make sure that it stays in the center somewhat. The last one worked great. This one seems to be a problem. I think it's because of the point. I've got another tap follower that's got a flat. We'll see if we can get that. Alright, well here's the two tap followers that I have. One of them's got a point on the end and the other one's got a hole. And that's for pointed taps. But of course this particular tap doesn't have either. But we're going to use the flat of this tap follower. Oops. There we go. Let's try it out. All right. Maybe a little air. And we are set to go. So now we take this out and we go over to the mill and cut the slot for the key and drill the opposite hole. And there we are. Okay, so we're going to put our piece in here, and I want to kind of protect this surface, so I'll just put a little piece of let's put it in the right direction. How's that? Just a little piece of paper towel. Okay, there's that part. We want to come down to 0, and that should have us covered as far as being centered. Bring it on down. I think that looks pretty good. We're going to lock it. We're going to put our Z dial on 0 and then come out to the end and drop down however many thousandths this is. $385 millimeters. We don't want millimeters. 153 thousandths. Key. Our key is somewhere. Ah yes, here's the key. And let's see how wide or how thick the key is. 278 divided by 2. $278 divided by 2, 139. But I'm getting 153, so I'm going to make it 153. So now we're on 0. Our z-axis is on 0, and we're sitting right at the top of this. So all we could do is come down 153. There's 100. I'm going to do 100 at first, just to not put too much pressure on that little dinky bit. Let me make sure we're centered. Yes, we are. I think that looks good. Okay, back to it. Okay, this is the bit that drilled the hole. So I think what I want to do is go back over there and drill that hole first, just in case this bit breaks, because if I remember correctly, I didn't have any others. So then we're going to be about a 1/4 inch shy of our mark here. So something about right there. What's that, 1/4 inch? Looks pretty good. Okay, let's drill that hole. Okay, so now we got that hole drilled, and I can get that out of the way. We'll come back to this. And really, I should get a bigger bit. What's the size of our slot? $300, good. So we got a 1/4 inch bit here. I think that'll do just fine. And it's the same size shaft, so I don't have to take out the collet. Just loosen everything. All right. Bring it on over. Coming down. And there's our 158. Now we'll just go up the center of that and come back down both sides, and we should be able to have everything the way we want it. Okay, continuing. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to come back out, taking 10/1000ths off of this side. All right, let's check this out. We're very close. $285, and what we have here is 302. So let's just take a couple of thousandths off of each side. Well, it's sticking. Question is, will it go in? I mean, it wants to be tight. Yeah, it looks like it's in there. Crooked for some reason. I think I'm just going to call it quits there. And then if worse comes to worse, I can make this a little smaller. Okay, we got her. Got the hole, and we got that hole.